Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. In today's video, I want to highlight 7 new PC games that are coming in June 2019 that you need to know about. Now, usually June is one of those months that's not heavy for big game releases, given the fact that it's the beginning of that summer period where game releases are super dry. However, this coming June, there are some compelling titles that I would keep your eyes on. I don't know if any of these games I would say to drop $60 on right away, or whatever that full price is, but you guys get the idea. And also, 2 of these games are Epic Game Store exclusive, so we're gonna mention those games at the end. I know for a lot of you guys are not even gonna sniff the EGS titles until they come over to Steam, but they are still rather interesting games, and I wanted to at least give them a mention, but we'll save them for the end, because I know the majority of you don't even want to mess with the Epic Game Store. But nonetheless, let's get right into it. So without further ado, we've got 7 games to go over, so let's get right into it. And first off, I'm excited for this new JRPG, well, a Nintendo Switch JRPG to make the transition to PC, and that is a game I've talked a little bit about, and that is Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler was a Square Enix JRPG that released exclusively on the Switch last year. Now it's coming to PC. Unfortunately, it is going to be priced at a full $60, which is a little bit crazy to me. I feel like this is the kind of game that should be released at $40, but nonetheless, having played the game on Switch, it was a very good game. Now excited to see it come to PC, and hopefully now that it's on PC, it could see a discount a lot quicker, because Nintendo Switch titles just generally hold up in price for a long time. This game was brought to you by the guys that also did Bravely Default, a great set of 3DS JRPGs. Octopath Traveler's got a great old school look, awesome soundtrack, presentation is top notch, and it's got that old school gameplay that a lot of you guys are really gonna dig. I'm kind of surprised by the system requirements given the presentation and style of the game, but nonetheless, shouldn't be all too difficult to run, recommending a Ryzen 3 1200 and Intel Core i5 6400, 6GB of RAM, and RX 470 or a GTX 1060 6GB. Octopath Traveler will finally be hitting PC on June 7th again at a $60 price point. Maybe you want to just add to your wishlist for now and wait on a sale for. Maybe it'll even see a little bit of a discount as quick as the Steam Summer Sale that is coming up. Otherwise, if you want a great JRPG to play, Octopath Traveler is definitely going to fill that void. Alright, next up, I really want to give a mention to Kingdom Come Deliverance, the Royal Edition. So this is a re-release of Kingdom Come Deliverance. However, it's an awesome re-release in the sense that it's going to include the base game and it's going to include all of the additional Kingdom Come Deliverance content for just $40, which is an awesome buy. Now, the base game is already really good, had some issues at launch, but a lot of those issues have been remedied, and as far as the content that's being added, it's all of the previously released DLC, including Treasures of the Past, From the Ashes, The Amorous Adventures of Sir Hans Coppen, Band of Bastards, and a brand new DLC in A Woman's Lot that has you playing as Teresa. I was a lot higher on Kingdom Come Deliverance than some people, but I think on PC, the strengths of the game are really accentuated. It's got an awesome historical setting, 15th century medieval kingdom of Bohemia. Yes, it's a little bit more on the challenging side. However, at $40 with all of that additional content, I think it's a great buy. If you do want to wait on a sale for it, I don't think that's too big of a deal. If you could get KCD Royal Edition for like $20, that'd be awesome. And honestly, I could very well see it getting to that price by, say, the end of the summer, early fall. So if you do want to wait a little bit, it wouldn't be too big of a deal, and that will be dropping June 11th. Next up, another game I am super stoked for, and that is Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. This has been in the works for a long time, originally kickstarted, and it's an exploration-focused side-scroller action RPG by Koji Igarashi of Castlevania fame. You play as Miriam, an orphan scarred by an alchemist's curse that slowly crystallizes her body, battle through a demon-infested castle, and defeat its master to save yourself and all of humanity. Of course, it's a Metroidvania-style game. Visuals are pretty solid, and initially when we saw gameplay of this title, it looked a little bit rough around the edges, but the more I'm seeing of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, the more it has won me over. At $40, it is kind of pricey. You can pre-order the game and get a 10% off discount, but I imagine that this is going to be a great game given what Igarashi has done in the past. And considering that Castlevania has been absent for so long, yes, this isn't a Castlevania game, but given that it is done by him, I'm very excited for it. Maybe for some of you guys, it's a game to add to your wish list. If you played games like Mighty No. 9, you might be a little skeptical in how kickstarted games turn out, but for me, I think it's going to turn out pretty well, and I think it's going to be a great game. We'll find out June 18th. Next up, we do have an expansion for BattleTech in BattleTech Urban Warfare. This looks to add a lot of new content to BattleTech, a game that got a little bit of a mixed reception initially, but it has been getting better. You do have BattleTech Season Pass available for $50. Flashpoint is already out. Urban Warfare is coming out, and then Winter 2019 will also bring Heavy Metal. In the case of Urban Warfare, It includes street brawls that introduce new tactical gameplay challenges as mech combat moves from wide open natural landscapes to vast urban sprawls. Every building in the new urban biome is fully destructible, so you're never more than a few salvos away from a new line of sight or the defensive cover of high-rise rubble. Abandoned explosive fuel trucks, destroyed coolant exchanger buildings, and broken electrical transformers that disrupt targeting will drastically change the battle as you go. BattleTech isn't really my cup of tea. Harebrained Schemes seem to have done an okay job with the game. It has a mixed reception on Steam right now, but if you're excited for more content to the game, that will be coming as BattleTech Urban Warfare hits June 4th. And lastly, for the games that will be available on Steam, we have Warhammer Chaosbane. Warhammer Chaosbane is an action RPG in Warhammer vein. In a world ravaged by war and dominated by magic, you must rise up to face the Chaos Hordes, playing solo or with up to 4 players in local or online co-op. That's probably the way you should play the game. Choose a hero from 4 character classes and prepare for epic battles wielding some of the most powerful artifacts from the old world. Obviously, it's a dungeon crawling action RPG in the vein of Warhammer. In that sense, it's already going to be a game that's going to excite a lot of people. The price point is a little high at $49.99. That might put off some people. However, it does look to be a pretty good action RPG. System requirements are relatively tame as well. Recommended being an i5 or an FX 8150. 6 gigs of RAM, a GTX 780, which yes, it's an 80 series GPU, but that's older. Or an AMD R9 290 with 2 gigabytes of RAM and 20 gigabytes to download the game. Definitely one at the very least to add to your wish list. I think I'm going to wait for a sale on this one. But nonetheless, some of you guys are going to pick it up day 1 on June 4th, and we'll see how it turns out. Alright, so those 5 were the Steam releases. Now let's go over some games that will be coming to the Epic Game Store and hopefully Steam down the line. The latest Lovecraft title in the Sinking City will be coming June 27th, set in the 1920s on the east coast of the United States. The half-submerged city of Oakmont is gripped by supernatural forces. The game has you play as a private investigator, and this is the element of the game I find the most compelling. The fact that this main character isn't this overpowered human, rather he has a psychological trauma, and that's a big element of the game, and you fighting off against yourself is actually one of the bigger factors of the game. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a psychological title like Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, and in that sense, The Sinking City has definitely gotten my interest. I don't know how it's going to be from a gameplay standpoint, but games like this have been doing rather well, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. Again, it will be dropping June 27th on the Epic Game Store, set to come sometime in 2020 on Steam. And lastly, a game that's been a little bit in the news recently, Heavy Rain is coming to the Epic Game Store on June 24th. Now, of course, they rolled out the demo for this game a couple days ago, then they had to pull the demo. Now it's been released back, and you can try out the demo for Heavy Rain right now on the Epic Game Store. It offers you about 45 minutes of gameplay, first 2 chapters of the game. I played through the entirety of Heavy Rain on PlayStation 3 when it came out back in, 2010, and I had a great time with it. In my opinion, this is Quantic Dreams' best game, so it's really cool to see it come to PC, even though it's going to be relegated to the Epic Game Store. The fact is, you can get it right now for $9.99 as a part of Epic's mega sale, so that's great. And the story in this game is so incredibly compelling. A lot of plot twists, a lot of twists and turns. Please, nobody spoil anything in the comments section. Recently, when I talked about this game, somebody spoiled the biggest plot twist in the comments below. Don't do that. Be a decent human and let some people enjoy Heavy Rain. I know some of you guys are going to be skeptical on picking it up because it is an EGS title. However, at $10, it will be a great buy. Unfortunately, we don't even know if this is ever going to come to Steam. In the case of The Sinking City, it looks like that was just an exclusive agreement for a timed exclusivity deal. With Heavy Rain, it was never clarified on whether or not it'll be a 1-year timed exclusive, 6 months, 18 months, whatever the case may be. So part of me is thinking that the game might be a permanent Epic Game Store exclusive. We'll find out, but the game will be hitting EGS on June 24th. And that's going to conclude this video, guys. Again, I wanted to highlight some of the compelling titles coming to PC next month. A lot of cool games like Octopath Traveler, Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. I think Kingdom Come Deliverance Royal Edition is a great value buy. Warhammer Chaosbane should be great. BattleTech's getting an expansion. The Sinking City should be great. Unfortunately, EGS exclusive, as is Heavy Rain, but those 2 games look great as well. That's gonna wrap up this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, as always, you can leave that in the comment section down below. That's gonna wrap up this one, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.